Stress, anxiety triggers my tics a lot. When I don't take my medication, my tics go crazy. And like everything, like because of like my like I'm very anxious. So if I don't calm myself down, meditation is very good. Working out is very good. And then when it comes to OCD, what triggers my OCD is anything. Comments, a boy, comparison, anything really. Like even sometimes when like turning off the light. It's a trigger. It's just, that's in your brain. But obviously when you're more stressed, it comes more. Okay, so I'm going to go. Okay. Yes, I do have ADHD. That's another thing I do. And I have, of course, I'm very, very hyper. But that's like, I don't even think it's mild. I think it's just like I've always had that. So now I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go live with someone I do know. Should I? Someone that I know? I wonder who. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Just going to wait. But let me answer some other questions. Do you guys have any questions that you would like to talk? Just like comment there so I can read them. Any questions that you guys have? Like if you have OCD or you know someone that has OCD or you want to talk about OCD. Or if you have questions about my docu-series, things that you wanted to know but I didn't talk about. Okay. Okay, let me see. Anybody would like to know? Yeah. Okay. Of course. Here. So, I'm actually going to bring my friend here to talk about a lot, like I'll go live with someone, but you can come here. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to talk right now. I'm going to talk about some things. So my friend, I know. Sorry. So my friend, here, right there. I was not planning. Okay. So my friend, Sandra, is one of my best friends, and she's also an assistant for me. So she's with me every day. So Sandra, what tics have you noticed from me?
Oh my God, those are the cutest things from Brie, because she's got, like she said, she's really good at hiding her tics.
Yeah, right?
Not from me, though, because I can't. I'm just kidding. But she's really good at hiding her tics. Like she already told you guys the head.
Yeah, I just did the head.
She does, like, if she's on her phone, she does the little thing with her finger, which, I mean, it looks normal because if you're texting a lot, you think that you're just kind of like...
Yeah, you do notice that.
So, that's not, like, as noticeable. Something that I notice all the time is the little noises. Like little stuff like that. They're super cute, so you don't think that they're like
every time. Yeah, even before I even go live with someone, I do it.
Yeah, and you know, Toby's always around, so I feel like she's doing it for the dog. So that one also is got a good disguise. So I think that tics are really cute, they're really mild, and I feel like you found a way to incorporate them into your everyday life, which is important.
Yeah, I know.
Because like you said, you can't cure them from you, you know what I'm saying? But if you just like, if they help you move forward, then it's, you know, that's the goal.
100%.
But yeah.
And then OCD, I feel like it's harder.
OCD is harder because I feel like you have a lot of, it's most about like your thoughts. Yeah. So it's not something like, let's say, I have an experience. One time I saw you do the shower thing, but you couldn't, and you did it, and I kind of was like looking, and that was like at the beginning, and I was like, I wonder. I was like, I wonder if it's closed, because sometimes it's leaking.
Yeah.
But then, but I feel like with the thoughts, it's a little bit harder because, like as a friend, it's hard for me to help you because I don't know what's going on in your mind. Somebody that doesn't have OCD is going to be like, well, just don't do it, right? It's easy to just walk away. But for her, it's like, no, like you feel, what I've learned is that you feel like an uncomfortable feeling, like anxiety or whatever if you don't do it. So
yeah, or when I don't get what I want, I become obsessed with it.
Right. So exactly. So exactly. So a lot of times people confuse, obsession with other feelings, like liking, like example, like a guy, like people that don't know her probably say, oh, she's really into this guy.
Yeah, but
really likes this guy. People that know her were like, no, but this is just part of her OCD, and I feel like, and it's her trying to battle through the thoughts and through the obsession of like, getting that which is not there. right? The normal people wouldn't even notice.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Is like you also came into a point in my life that I was like calmer, 100%. Like, but I got even like like I've lost a lot of friends like because like I pushed them away because I'm really bad because of my OCD. I'm really bad to family relationships. Like I'm very annoying. You know what I mean? Like it's the truth. You know how hard it is to work with me.
Well, you know what? I feel like I see how other people wouldn't understand. Once we get to know you and once we understand you, I feel like we see that it is difficult, but it is not like, oh my God, like I can't. No.
Yeah.
But I understand that other people might get overwhelmed because what you don't understand, usually people tend to fight, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't understand, they tend to fight or they tend to take like the wrong way.
And I do some repetitive stuff, like, for example, when I call you and I ask you the same question every single time, so it feels like right in my head.
Right. And then
I
told you like this 3 times, or like if also, I don't know if this is part of the OCD, which I don't think it is, just the attention thing when you're like on your phone or something, and I tell you something, and at the beginning I was expecting an answer right away.
Oh no, that has to be like my AD, like that's like I'm like distracted.
That's distracted. That's another thing. Yeah. But now I'm like, I ask you something and you don't answer right away, but I just let it go. And you will answer later. 2 minutes later, and I will get my answer, but I know.
That's so funny. Yeah. And I feel like it's important because like you do actually like you're always there.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? Like, whatever. I love you, man. I feel like that's important. I feel like it's important to have people that love you and that understand that, because if you don't understand it, or if it's somebody that is not around you for the good reasons, they will get overwhelmed and they're not gonna understand.
Yeah, no, 100%. People have been very well. I've been having like I got like text messages from my true friends being like, your documentary explains so much of how you were in high school.
Oh, so they understand it now.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now.
Like, that's why you sharpened your pencil like 15 times.
Oh my gosh.
No, I remember that.
Crazy because like I understand, man. That must have been really hard for you growing up, and I feel like kids, man, they bully each other.
I mean, it's hard. I see someone like that's annoying many times. So.
Yeah. What do you think has been like the hardest thing to control? I feel like the evenings are hard for you. Right? That's like one of your...
So, let me explain to you night times, okay?
Yeah, I feel like everything else you've kind of been able to really, incorporate into your everyday life and deal with. But I feel like the night times are still something.
Yeah.
When I do them?
Yeah, I just have a lot of bad thoughts during nighttime. So it's hard for me, right?
Yeah, so it's like she won't be able to go to sleep by herself. Yeah. Or she has her phone distracting her from going to sleep. So,
we're going to lunch. She wanted to go to OCD.
Hi. Hello.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Do you hear me? Okay, amazing. How are you doing? Oh, okay. Oh, well, she left. Is she doing okay? Well, she'll come back. If she comes back, we'll see. But yeah, nighttime.
So nighttime. So I feel like because your thoughts kind of get to you, so it keeps you from going to sleep because you try to either distract yourself on your phone or watching a movie, or you have to have somebody around you because you told me that you feel like you're going to do bad things. Like you think you're going to like touch the wall, you're going to do bad things, right? Is that
I even right now, so I even like was like thinking about what I was thinking last night.
What were you thinking about?
I don't know. It's just
she fell asleep really early.
Yeah, I start checking stuff I shouldn't be checking. And I just do a lot of weird things, like touching, like, okay, so she sleeps sometimes with me. Do you notice I move a little bit?
A little bit.
But it's because, it's like a ritual that I have, and I have to stop doing that. Like, I put it on my docu-series, when I'm like this, and I just move around a little bit. It's so annoying, because when I actually have a boyfriend, they're going to be like, what the why are you moving so much?
So, but I feel like those are very mild, because like you said, I came into a point of your life where you were much calmer.
Yeah.
I heard, before I came into your life that it was a little bit more difficult. You were having more episodes with your OCD. So,
am I in a relationship?
With me.
I have OCD as well, which is relationship OCD, and I can't have a relationship because there's a lot of triggers in a relationship for me. I start comparing. I start seeing the imperfections of a guy's face, and I become obsessed with that, and I become either obsessed with them, then I get tired of them, then it's a lot. So I can't have a relationship because I literally self-destruct. Like I destroy, self-sabotage a relationship. I've always done that. That's why I can't keep a relationship, because I start comparing, obsessing over little things, and obsessing over those guys' like physical appearance. And from like, no one's gonna be perfect, but
right. And you're somebody that you're very observant. Like, you're very observant.
Yeah.
Just in general.